Hello friends, hope you're all doing good. It's been long since I last posted a vlog. That's because we were migrating to New Zealand. It's really sad to move out of Singapore after being there for 13 years. But there had been some changes to my work, and then I got this wonderful opportunity in New Zealand. So we thought of exploring it. We had way too many stuff to pack. Some we have couriered back home and some we sent to New Zealand. During the last few days, the house became a mess. There were too many things to be sorted out and cleaning had to be done. And my hubby had been always supportive. He did all the cleaning part and I did all the segregation part. We didn't know how did we manage to clean all the stuff and pack on time. It was definitely by God's help we were able to do that. There was a beautiful memento that our church gifted for us because we were leaving. It's really sad to leave the church and such wonderful people in our lives. But we will stay connected forever. It was one last Sunday to attend church before traveling to New Zealand. I think the weather itself was crying along with us. It was also during the time that my brother-in-law was traveling back to India after completing his graduation. It was altogether a bit of sadness with all the things that's happening too quickly around us. And it was the last Indian breakfast in Singapore before we travel. We just had 1 hour before we leave to catch our flight and we had to hand over the keys. So I took one last round of the house where we stayed for the last 4 years. It was really nostalgic, but a satisfied feeling to see an empty, clean house because we made it. We could have never done that if it was not because of my husband. Our church pastor came to pick us up and send off at the airport. We are so thankful and privileged to be part of such a church and such a loving people. One last time in Singapore airport. Our flight was from Singapore to Sydney and from Sydney to Wellington, and we were planning to visit our friends. But due to some unforeseen situation, we had to travel from Sydney to Wellington all in a single day. It was such a huge change, and we were still comprehending things. Because everything was happening too fast, we couldn't inform any of our friends. Only our church members knew that we are traveling. If I think about it right now, I feel sad because I was not able to say a last goodbye to any of my friends. But I hope they do understand us. With the sadness of leaving Singapore and with hopes of migrating to a new country, new people, new culture, we were really excited. By the way, do you know Wellington is the world's windiest city? All the white objects on the mountain you could see are all houses. I was really excited because somehow it also resembled our hometown, Idiki. So we have houses on mountains, but here we can see a lot of them. We had a New Zealand church pastor and his wife and a church member who came to receive us at the airport. But my company has already arranged a cab to take us to the Airbnb. The cab driver spoke a lot about Wellington. It was too overwhelming to ingest everything in a single day because we were really tired and we just wanted to go to the Airbnb and just relax. She was really kind and welcoming. She spoke about the nearby localities and places where we can find good food. And And that is a beautiful Airbnb where we stayed for about 1 month before we found a good rental place. I loved these lavender flowers. It was like a welcoming bouquet for us. It was a small little home, but a complete package. They had everything. They had these beautiful paintings on the walls. I loved it. It just depicted Wellington. There was a small lampshade on the side if you need it for reading. There was internet and a small TV for entertainment. There were more than enough chest drawers. We could stuff everything whatever we carried, but we didn't use it as we were a bit lazy because we need to repack all the stuff when we are moving out. There was a small dining area with a toaster and a kettle, and there was a washing machine with a washing powder provided. There was a stand to dry the clothes. There was a small oven, a small fridge, an induction stove. Above all, the view from kitchen was splendid. It was really cold and we decked ourselves inside the quilt. That was a view from the bed. It was really a different experience. I've never experienced a place like this. Though I have been to a mountainous place, this looked really different. The houses were different. The weather was different. The scenery was different. I just loved it. That was our first breakfast in Wellington. My company provided a welcome kit with all the goodies that represents Wellington and the Kiwi culture. And it was dark. It's time to doze off. However, it was only 4 p.m. and it looked really dark. It was winter when we traveled here. We were really excited to go for a walk the next morning. It was so cold that it's been ages since I've experienced this weather. It was beautiful. Our church here helped us buy all the basic grocery stuff, so I managed to prepare the first lunch at home itself. I prepared chicken curry, broccoli stir fry, and yogurt curry. And it started raining. What beats a warm food on a rainy day? Buses here in New Zealand look similar to the ones in Singapore. However, the view from the bus is different. We were passing through the mountains just to go to the city area. The next morning I made some puttu and paera, which is a staple Kerala dish, along with black tea. My hubby was enjoying it. And it was the day to start my new work. My hubby came to accompany me till the bus stop. The city area looked like Raffles Place in Singapore. I was really nostalgic. I came back home at around 4 p.m. It was really cold and we were experiencing the mist. It was a good day. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog with us, and I was really happy and excited to be sharing this with you. Please watch out my space for more such videos in the coming days. Till then, see you. Bye bye.